Alan, congratulations. You said it before, all 3 sets went the whole distance. What was the key point? The break in the second set to make it 2-0 maybe?
Yeah, I think if you get a break, the most important thing is to try and hold your own throw. And I think if you lose your own throw, you kind of, once you've broke someone, you're like, it's backfired on you. So it's quite important to break and hold your own throw. So if you can do that against a player like Daryl, then you're going to have a chance of winning every set against him.
You also talked about that it has not clicked so far at this World Championship in the first 2 games. What could be the reason for that?
I just think it's experience and the stage and getting used to it. There's been a lot of 80 plus averages and low 90s, but these guys on the floor on Pro Tours average 95 to 105 a lot. It's just the stage, TV cameras and just the whole furore around being on Sky Sports. You know, it's quite a hard thing to deal with, I think.
Not everyone in the crowd was that friendly to you today. How much did you realize from that? I think some of them even found it quite good to boo you afterwards. You shook your head, I believe. How much did you realize from all of that?
I let them boo. Do you know what? It doesn't affect my game, and they're paying for a ticket and they want to have a good day at the darts. But I did see a lot of. I stopped looking into the crowd actually because I was getting a lot of abuse from a lot of people further back in the seats. And I was like, I'm not going to look anymore. And I actually said this morning to my manager Paul, I was like, I'm not going to take the crowd on at all. But I can't help myself sometimes. I kind of get involved in it, and I kind of pick people out and try to, like the 180. I hit a 180. I think maybe in the first leg or the second leg. I can't remember, and I sort of gave it. I shouldn't have done it, but I just got carried away and I just got abused right after it. So I'm learning to try and suppress it and just go back, play your game and try to ignore the crowd, let them have a party in the background.
I believe you had some struggles at the start or the middle of the year, but then came back nicely. What helped you to get back on track?
Yeah, good question. I did have quite a poor sort of couple of months, and there was a lot of stuff, you know. COVID last year was good for me because there was big blocks of Pro Tours. This time it's been a lot harder to swap my shifts. So I keep saying it's easy enough to do, but it was a hard thing to do this year. And I went to Mission, my darts company, and they tweaked a little bit. I spent an hour with them changing my setup, and it just gave me a little boost. And then the very next Pro Tours I went to 2 quarter-finals, and I think that made me realise the setup I've got now is better than what I had before. So it's just confidence, and any player will tell you if you're confident going up there, your best darts might come out.
Last one from me. The other journalists already told you are now in the top 32. Do you already think about maybe getting Scotland's number 2 and the opportunity to play at the World Cup?
I've been thinking about it for 2 years, but it's not my decision, is it? Gary's still number 2 and he's a lot higher than me, so it just depends. I didn't get to play in it last year because, quite rightly, Hindle went to defend his title, and I was glad he did. But if I can play for Scotland in the PDC to back up what I'd done in the WDF, then that would be an absolute massive moment for me. I would love to.
Okay, thank you. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, yeah. Thank you.